who your ideal client is exceptionally important in terms of who you are going to market to. Let's say that you're selling meat. You're not going to sell meat to vegans or vegetarians because they're not going to want your meat. So the same principle applies when you know that you are dealing with overwhelm and frustration, then you're going to find people who are overwhelmed and dealing with frustration. You're not going to work with someone who's highly effective in managing their time. So you need to figure out and create a filter with your marketing to get the correct people on board. And the way we do that is we identify who is our ideal client. Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions and you are going to answer these questions. Then afterwards, I want to show you a hack. First, I want you to answer them yourself because it's always nice to kind of get a little bit real with this and start emotionally understanding who your ideal clients are. Then I want to show you a hack and how you can use the information that's come from what we're doing, the reason for this very important concept. You can use it in the marketing concept. So get ready. You can either use the worksheet that is supplied, or you can just write it down on a pen and a piece of paper, the exact questions. Okay, I'm going to read to you these questions. Who do you genuinely love serving, and why do they lighten you up? So an example for me, I genuinely like seeing the transformation of someone who's feeling stuck and overwhelmed into being productive. In terms of a product base, if we're looking at the pots that we used to make, we loved walking to a restaurant and seeing our pots displayed because it made the room look so beautiful. What problem, desire, or need does your product or service solve for them? What problem, desire, or need does your product or service solve for them? Press pause on the video and I'll see you in a bit. How does this problem or desire show up in everyday life or business? What are they dealing with right now? What transformation or experience are they hoping for when they buy from you? How do they want to feel after? What are they currently struggling with that your offer solves simply, beautifully, and powerfully? What are you currently struggling with that your offer solves simply, beautifully, and powerfully? Where do they hang out, online or offline, when they're looking for ideas, support, or solutions? So in terms of the pot company, they were physically the nurseries. We could go to gardening seminars or gardening conferences, and they have quite a few of those where we could get potential new clients. But ideally, it was an interaction where we went to the physical nursery. In my online practice, I'm looking for people who are wanting to grow. And it's interesting because often you can find them in other forms of growth, like in a yoga studio or in something that they're wanting to uplift themselves in a meditation place because they're already in the process of trying to figure it out. Next question. What have they tried before that they didn't really work out for them? Why do you think that was? In their own words, not your expert terms, how would they describe their situation, needs, and frustration? What would make them instantly trust and choose you over anyone else? What makes you right for them? So I'm going to share my screen with you now, and I want to show you why this concept is so important, right? I'm going to share my screen with you. So exactly where you found this video, you are going to go and copy the questions that I've just asked you. You're going to copy them, highlight, right-click, copy, and you're going to go into chat. And you're going to paste the questions into chat here, paste. And you're going to give chat a summary of your business. If chat doesn't already have your business, you're going to give them a summary of your business, whatever, I'm a life coach, blah, 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 blah. This is what I do. Then chat is going to answer those questions for you. So I just want to show you what chat did for the first question. Who do you generally love to serve? I love serving people who are done with drifting, individual or business owners who want more. Even if they can't yet name them all, they're often exhausted or trying to keep everything together while putting themselves last. Now, I took that part and I copied it and I did a post in Canva. It was perhaps the background needs to change, but I'm not here to teach you Canva, or not at least yet. We will look into Canva, but I want to show you what I did here. Why did I do that? If somebody who is drifting and somebody who's so busy that he's just coping reads this, I have identified with my target audience. They're going to want to work with me because I am holding the key to a pain that they are experiencing. So this is why it's so important to understand your target market. And this is why it's important to understand that form of pain that they are experiencing. So invest in doing this. Use chat and get chat to just let out what it is that is ideally there if you're not able to do it. I'm definitely not good with language. I'm sure you've already picked that one up. I'm not. So chat really helps me explain exactly what I'm trying to say. And then you can use that to find the ideal clients. Ultimately, I said to you that this is a hack. Ultimately, that it's actually not a hack. It's just helping you help people that need your help. That's all it is. It's helping you find the people that need your help, including product-based, because those restaurants needed something to make their restaurant look amazing, and we solved that problem. And when we walked into restaurants, seeing our pots there, it lightened our lives like it did to everybody else. It was exciting to see it. And lots of people commented on how wonderful it is that our pots are everywhere. So it was a joy shared, and that's what we're trying to get right with what it is we're doing with our product and service. Spend some time, enjoy. Who is your ideal client?